Hey everyone, it's Cadvance. I fully admit, I'm a gamer. Now, I'm not just, movies, anime, comics, that kind of thing. I like video games too. True, I'm not one of those playing several hours a day Call of Duty, World of Warcraft type of gamers, but I still play about an hour or two. And just like any gamer, I tend to get bored playing the same shtick all the time. But there is some games that I could be completely bored out of my skull, but I'd still play them nonetheless. So I decided to make a list of 10 games that I can play even when I can't think of a thing to do. With that said, though, there is one rule to this list. The list is comprised of games I own or used to own. So it may not be everyone's opinion. And so, with that said, here's the Cadvance Top 10 Board Games. Number 10, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. If you've never played this game or you haven't even heard of it, you almost weren't going to be able to. A lot of people, like myself, thought this game was never going to be released here in the States due to licensing rights. But it was, and everybody's happy. If you don't have any idea who Tatsunoko is, though, it's an anime studio that's made famous for the poorly dubbed Speed Racer. You must fight in this race. Race. But, yeah, they do a lot of other animes, though, and they are pretty good. All in all, it's a fun game if you definitely love the Marvel vs. Capcom series. And considering that this is for the Wii and, the Xbox and PS3's got their thing, you should give it a shot, especially if you own a Wii. Number 9, the core Pokemon games. Now, when I say core, I'm talking about the games like Yellow, Silver, Emerald, Pearl, and Black. In the game, you play a kid who goes around with a little monster, rounds up a whole bunch more, over 150 of these things, makes them stronger and uses them to get gym badges, but also takes down an evil organization. It's pretty basic, but the only reason it's low on the list is because it does have a little bit of a plot for it, considering. So, if you have a Game Boy or even a 3DS, you should give at least one of these games a shot, because they're pretty fun to play. Number 8, the Namco Museum. If you are like me and you played old school games like Pac-Man, Galaga, things like that, Namco Museum is right up your alley. It's basically just the games that you used to play, but with a huge selection, and it's on either consoles or handhelds. I have one on both console and handheld. But like I said, it's just a collab of all of their biggest hits from the 80s and 90s, like Pac-Man and Galaga. All in all, it's fun to play, and it's fun to give it a shot. Number 7, core Mario games. Now, when I say core, I'm talking about you don't race, you don't have parties, you don't do some sports-related things. These are just Mario gets the princess from the Bowser, and that's it. It's just that kind of simple gameplay. True, you can have all different things like, Mario going to the galaxies and, you running around with a super soaker. Oh, that was fun. But, it's pretty basic for what it is, and it is just simple A to B. Get there and get the princess. Number 6, Super Street Fighter 4 3D. Yeah, I'm a Street Fighter player. Now, don't get me wrong, though. I like other ones like Dead or Alive or Blaze Blue or, heck, even Mortal Kombat. I wish I could play that, but I don't have the system. But for something that I can play on the go and, have some fun, Super Street Fighter 4 is pretty fun. And it's got a huge cast of characters, and it's just fun all around. And I really should stop saying fun. Number 5, the Pinball Hall of Fame, the Williams Collection. I am a pinball nut. I just like playing pinball. Well, nut's not the right word. Pinball wizard is the right word. So when you get the chance on the Wii or whatever system you play to basically have the fun of playing a pinball machine, but without having to either pay over $200 or go to some place where they have them, like a washing machine area, Pinball Hall of Fame is fun for you. It gives you the fun of playing the game, but not all the chaos. Number 4, Tron Evolution Battle Grids. Now, I don't know about the high-def counterparts of this game, but Tron Evolution for the Wii is fun. For not just true, it's got a bit of a story, but it makes up for it by having some of the most fun games you can do on there. Notably, light cycle races and disc battles, which are they're kind of weak, but they have some fun things to play, and they are fun to enjoy, especially when you're playing the Wii. So like I said, I don't know anything about the high def counterparts, but this is just for the Wii version. Number 3, classic Sonic games. Now, when I say classic, we're talking Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic CD even. Those games. Those are fun. True, I will say, however, that I do like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, but most of the new games are kind of not that good anymore. But the old school Sonic games, now those are king. And for those wondering, yes, I have played Sonic Generations, but it's only for the 3DS. And I really do wish I could play the high def one because it looks a lot better. I'm not saying the 3DS version is bad, but it's nothing compared to the high def counterparts. Number 2, Mario Kart. Dang it, it's so easy. You just get first place in a racing game, only it's Mario themed. Enough said. Okay, so I'll be more specific. In the game, you can play up to any character from the Mario universe. Mario, Luigi, Toad, anyone. You go around, you race in these tournaments, and then you just win. It's a fun game to try, and it's definitely pretty cool for what it is. And the number 1 game, no matter how bored I get, no matter how out of my mind bored I can be, is Tetris. Yeah, Tetris. It's such a mind killer, It's it's Tetris. You can't say anything else about Tetris. It's such a simple puzzle game that I can't really say too much else about Tetris. I mean, Tetris. So, for those of you who have been noting that I'm trying to do it kind of like the Avengers, where I tell... Now, I'm talking about the next video, by the way. We're going to do next. Now, I was originally going to do the one video, but now I'm going to still do the video. I'm just going to take some time to work it up. In the meantime, join me on Valentine's Day for my next video, which will be about anime. I wonder what it could be. Until next time, this is Cadvance saying game on.